Hey guys, it's Tag Comics. Welcome to my corner of my room with my pictures. I'm shooting here because my kids are out in the living room. It was a really rough day yesterday. I found out more, I don't know if I talked about this, but I found out more about what was going on with my youngest son with this rash. And basically, make a long story short, I had to kind of quarantine my house, and all of us had to do this special type of treatment, and man, it sucked. I'm still doing laundry all day, washing everything and cleaning everything. And then my youngest daughter, she's still got a really bad cough. So basically all my kids had to stay home today. They get to go back tomorrow, which is great. But I wanted to shoot a video today for a YouTuber out there that he recently commented on one of my videos, and he said such the nicest things about my channel and me, and he also was thanking me for getting him to or getting turned on to more of Randy's work. He was, in a way, he said, I didn't realize how much I liked Randy's work until I just watched this video, which I think is cool. It makes me feel good that if I can share something on my channel and somebody gets something out of it, that's awesome, because that's mainly why I do these videos, is for that, and to also show my books, and to hopefully have somebody else that might have that same collection show their books too, so I can see the covers that I don't have, so I know which ones to look for or hear, to look for, to hunt for, and to also, if they explain a little bit about the story or the book or who the artist is, it helps me, so that's what this community is all about, is helping each other. And I also watched a couple of his vids, and I really like what he was doing in his vids. I also watched a video where he just had a new baby boy named Noah, which I think is just amazing. Dude, congratulations again on your family growing. That's awesome. I have 4 kids, and they keep me busy. But the contest that I'm shooting for today is going to be for POPcom, and it is titled The Amazing 100 Contest Giveaway. And I'm glad and I'm happy that you're putting on this contest, because this shows that you got over 100, which is awesome, bro. That is amazing. I remember when I first got over 100, I was like blown away. I couldn't believe that 100 people liked what I was doing. I'm still getting used to that fact. But I wanted to do this to show you support, bro, to hopefully get people that watch my channel that don't know about you will see this video and go check out your channel and show you some support. But the first to the contest, the first thing is you must be sub to his channel, which I am. You must be 18 or older, which I am. And link this video to your contest video, which I'll do, bro. I'll do right after this. Then you wanted us to talk about the first book that you bought and how old you were, and explain a little bit about the book. I've showed this book a couple times in some of my videos. I've even shared the story about it. I'll share it again. I have no problem. This was a book that this was the first book that I ever bought, comic book wise, all that. And this was the first book that actually got me starting to collect comic books. 'Cause the first time I ever went to a comic book store was with my brother and 2 of our friends that we grew up with. And my brother said, hey, you might want to tag along. And whenever my brother asked me if I wanted to tag along, I was down for it, because I liked hanging out with my bro, even though I annoyed him sometimes, little brothers do that. But I went with him anyways, and we went to this comic book store. I remember walking in, and I believe my brother was going in there to get some Batman books. It was either Batman books or he heard about like the X-Men, so he was looking for X-Men books too. Me, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. When I walked in, I know I saw like a bunch of X-Men books. I saw like Incredible Hulk. I knew Incredible Hulk was a TV show. I saw some Daredevil books. And gosh, I know I saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. So what I did was I was just grabbing books that I liked the covers. I liked how the art was drawn on the covers, because I knew I was into art back then, because I was like 15 to 16 years old. And I was really into art. And so I grabbed a bunch of books, and I can't remember which ones I grabbed, but I think it was like 5 or 6 books. And I walked up to the counter, and the guy behind the counter said, oh, I see, you're collecting these comic books. And I said, well, no, I'm just kind of a new starter at this. I don't know what I'm doing, but I like these covers. And he goes, well, if you like those covers, and if you want a really good story, he says, I got a book for you in the back. So he goes in the back, comes back, and he shows me this book, X-Men number 12. And I was like, oh, that's a nice cover. I mean, I'm like, it's beautiful. And I asked him who the artist was, and he said Jack Kirby. I had no idea who Jack Kirby was, but I liked, how he was able to make Juggernaut be popping out of the floor, and he's, I mean, he's coming at you, or he's coming at the X-Men, really. But I mean, he's coming out of the floor, and it's just, the work on that was just beautiful, and the colors were just popping, And I didn't know anything about the X-Men, so he kind of gave me a lowdown on the story and stuff, and basically this is the first appearance of Juggernaut, and the story in this goes is that he basically comes to the school of Xavier, and he just starts tearing stuff up. I mean, he's just, nobody can stop him. He's just blowing through things and all that stuff, and just demolishing things. That's the best word to say. And so Professor Xavier, you find out, is his stepbrother. Okay, they're stepbrothers. And so through the story, Xavier starts having like flashbacks of the Juggernaut, of who this man is. And so you start to kind of get a feel for who the Juggernaut is and why he is what he is and things like that. And the X-Men actually don't defeat the Juggernaut until the next issue, which is X-Men number 13. Sorry, this is number 12. Number 13, which I have on hold at my comic book store, which I'll talk about that because I believe you wanted us to shout out a local LCS, so I'll get to that. But I just remember, like, when I got this book too, I got it home, I didn't know how to handle these books as good. So my brother, he had an idea. So he kind of told me, like, okay, hey, don't take it and fold it over and put a crease in it. Jack up the cover, and stuff like that. He says, you want to take care of these books. So my brother, through his wisdom, he helped me out throughout the years, and I just remember that, and he instilled that in me. So this book holds a sentimental value to me because this was the first book I ever got, and the first time I ever got a book was with my brother and two of my friends. So this book will always be with me, and the fact that, the first time I ever met Stan Lee too. So it holds a lot of memories because the first time I ever met Stan Lee was with this book, and I had Stan Lee sign this one. The next thing you wanted us to go over was find another YouTuber that has Amazing Spider-Man 300, or if I have it, I can show you or tell you who has it. Now these are two YouTubers. One, of course, is my brother AG Surfer. He has that book. He actually had 2 copies, and a long time ago, he gave one away to a friend of ours' friends. My brother, he says he doesn't really regret giving it to him. But at the same time, my brother's like, well, I really didn't know this guy, though. If I was giving it to so-and-so, that would have been different. But I really didn't know this guy. But that guy was very appreciative, man. I mean, he was thanking my brother up and down. And in fact, I think he even tried to give my brother some money. I can't remember how that story goes. But my brother does have Amazing Spider-Man 300. Another one that has it is Seeking Near Mint Comics. I know he has that. I'm pretty sure Don, the comic book junkie, has that. And if not, I know the Doom 143 would definitely have that book. And I know that Cal Rowe just got that book a couple months back that he won in a contest from Semperfi Comic Guy, one and only. Then what? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry. Name one of the things you are thankful for. Well, I'm very, very thankful for my family. I mean, honestly, hands down. Even though my kids drive me crazy sometimes, even though sometimes I might slip, but I am, and they slip too. I mean, everybody slips. No one's perfect. But I am so thankful for my family because, me and my wife, we were praying and praying and praying to have kids. And we tried and we tried and we tried, and nothing was working, Now a lot of people know this, so I'm sharing this with you, bro. And I'm sharing this with you too. And, the bottom line is, these are my kids. Regardless, these are my kids. In fact, they look like me besides the beard, and they look like my wife too. But me and my wife, we tried for years and years and years to have kids, and it just wasn't working out, I even got to a point where I thought about almost get myself tested, and then I stopped myself, and my wife goes, why don't we try to adopt? So, we went through the process of trying to adopt overseas, and that was just too expensive. And then it just dawned upon us one day, why not? Why don't we try closer to home? So, where we live, we found a DHS office. We went in there, took the courses that we needed to do to become certified in adopting and fostering. We knew we didn't want to foster because it'd be too hard for us to give up a child that we were taking care of. So we knew we wanted to go right into adoption. So, we took the 8-week class, and it was a great class. We knew that it wasn't going to be as easy to be able to adopt, because you have to go, not that you go in front of a committee, but your caseworker has to go in front of a committee, and there'll be 2 other families besides yourself that are going for these, to be able to adopt these children. And so, it was sad too, because we had to look through a book. I'm not kidding you, this book was like this thick, and it was just pages and pages of children that were either taken away from their homes because of domestic violence, some, that would have been born with drugs in their system, or just others that the parents passed away kind of thing, and there was no one there to take them. So, we had to look at this book, and we came across our son, Isaiah, and our daughter, Jillian. And Isaiah wasn't even 2 years old yet, and Jillian was, I want to say, maybe 7 weeks old. So, make a long story short, we put in, I hate to say it like that, but we put in for being able to become the parents for Isaiah and Jillian, and we went to committee, and we actually were chosen. First time going to committee, we got chosen. We were just blown away. We were like, okay, this is meant to be. This is totally meant to be. So when we knew we were going to become the parents of these 2 wonderful kids, which they are, they're wonderful, great in school and everything, and they fight, brothers and sisters fight, they do, right? We met them for the first time, and I can tell you, when we went there to meet them for the first time, I looked into their eyes, they looked into my eyes, looked into my wife's eyes, and we just connected right away. My oldest daughter, Jillian, she was now then, I want to say 7 months old. Because she was 6 months old when we saw the pictures, or she was kind of a little below there. But I believe she was like 7 months old, 7 or 8 months old. She went crawling right over to my wife, and my wife just picked her up, and just tears started coming down her face. My son Isaiah was over in the corner, he was kind of being a little shy, and then when he realized, that I was okay, dude, he came up and he started wrestling with me and stuff. It was just awesome. And he just turned 2 that day too, which was just amazing, and I can still picture his face. So yeah, we were able to adopt them, which was just awesome. And then I'm at work, and my wife shows up with our 2 kids, and she says, well, I got good news for you. I'm like, what? What's going on? She goes, well, bio mom had another baby. And I'm like, what? I was like, are you kidding me? She said, no. So we found out then that our daughter, Ruby, was born. So we were able to go meet the foster parents that had our daughter, Ruby, because there was no way we were going to adopt her. We didn't want to have siblings apart. So we went and met Ruby, and that was awesome. She was just a little baby. I got to hold her in my arms for the first time. It was very amazing. And I still look at her to this day. She really makes me happy. I mean, my kids really make me happy. Even though I know they drive me crazy sometimes, but she really makes me happy. And I got to hold her and got a bunch of pictures with her. And that was cool. And then, months go by and stuff, and my wife, she's, she shows up for Father's Day, and of course the kids kind of ruin it and say, oh, Mom got your TV for Father's Day, So when she shows up again at my work, I thought it was like, she bought me something, and she just smiled. Big smile on her face, okay? Big smile on her face. And all my kids just go, we're going to have a baby brother. I'm like, what? I was blown away. And he was just born. My youngest son was just born. And they're all from the same mom. They're just different dads. And I don't want to go into the story about their mom and stuff. I'm trying to cut this down. It's going long. So the kids are all excited. Like, we're going to have a little brother and stuff. So like I said, they're all from the same mom, just different dads and stuff. And so when I knew about our youngest son, we went to the hospital and we got to see him. And I got to hold him too. And that just melted my heart. He still had the little pimples on his nose because he was just born, just 2 days old. And he's amazing. All my kids are amazing, and I love them all. And that's what I'm really thankful for, is my family. And I'm thankful for my the strength that my family has through tough times. And for my wife's family, I'm thankful for them. I'm thankful for my family. Thankful for my faith, because I mean, our prayers were answered when we were able to get our kids. Like I said, not a lot of people know about this, so I got subject, but you know, when I saw that question, I knew this was going to happen, and I didn't mind sharing this story. But like I said, they are my kids. I don't consider them to be anybody else's but mine. And my oldest son, he'll still say to this day, you know, you ask him what nationality he is, and he says he's Portuguese because I am. You know? And he does look like me. He's just a little darker skin. You know, he can get away with the tan all year round. I can't. I have to get out in the sun. But that's what I'm thankful for. The next thing was promote another YouTube channel and why you like them. I wrote down a lot. Sorry guys, it's gonna be a long video. I wrote down a lot. And I'll just say this. I'll say what I'm all thankful. I mean, why I like them all, and then I'll just go off the names. Okay, for these YouTubers, I like all their channels because of what they show, what they talk about, what they're passionate about. They know what they're talking about, and a lot of people do. I just didn't want to make this too much of a long list. They also talk about the books they just picked up. They also go over what story arcs they liked, what story arcs they like to collect. They show books, comic books, all that stuff, and they just have good personalities, and they're always upbeat. Some will joke a little bit more than others, which is cool. So I'll just go down the names. The Doom 143, Freddy's, Cowro, So Comics, Mr. Rig, Davis Comic Finds, Huey's Comics, Superfly Comic Guy, Alex the Comic Book Hoarder, AG Surfer, Comic Brains, Spectacular Spider Grandpa. I watch all their channels, and there's a lot of people I watch channels too, but these guys here, great guys. And then you wanted us to, what else? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Then it was, look at the wrong one again. Then you wanted us to talk about our favorite LCS and why we like going there and name that LCS. The one LCS I like to go to a lot is my local, I have two of them. One of them is Edge of the World Comics. It's actually not too far from me, and those guys are great. They sell a lot of stuff there, from video games to movies to POPcom cards to a whole slew of back issues of comic books. And the first day I walked in there, they cut me some sweet deals, and now I basically have a closet size little storage room there at their place where they let me just store a bunch of comic books, and I can go in there whenever I want and get my comics, because there's a slew out there, and I always shop there all the time, so they hook me up with deals. The other one is Nostalgia Comics. That one is not too far from me either. I like that one a lot because they not only have a whole bunch of back issues, they also have a bunch of Silver Age, Bronze Age books. They have a lot of figurines and statues and figures. They sell supplies there. They have a bunch of racks where they sell books. Like, you can get bundles for like a couple bucks here and there. They have just a huge wall where they show like the first week, second week, third week, fourth week, fifth week of books that came out. And they're just a great store. Then the other one was Most Prized Possession. That is not related to comic books and all that stuff. So I'm going to have to pause this video, and I'm going to have to go show you guys. Okay, so let me pause it. Okay, we're out in my garage now. Like I said, this video is long. This is my prized possession. I play drums. I'm hoping that comes in. I bought this kit a long time ago. That one right there is my son's. And I've basically been adding to it a lot. I do have my first drum set that I ever bought. And I bought that when I was like, 18, 19 years old. And it's, sorry about the mess in my garage too, guys. I spring clean, right? My other kit's over there and some of the cases over there. It's also a double bass Tama. It's a Rockstar. This one is, this one's an Art Star. This one's really rare. They stopped making this one. It's a double kick. Oh, I'm sorry, not even showing that. It's a double kick drum set. And I had some guy do some sandblasting art on the drum heads. That one probably won't come up, but this one might. Hopefully this is. And this guy's a phenomenal artist. He freehanded all that. And he was going to do all the shells for my drums. And basically it didn't come forth. So I put like little stickers on there. Sorry, I'll show you real quick of Iron Man and Black Widow. I have Thor and Hulk I still got to put on, but that's my prized possession because I saved up my money big time, and I paid for this with my own money, just like I did my first drum set. My other one is all red, and I love that kit. But yeah, those are my prized possessions. I do have some snowboards too that I love, and yeah, they're they're hanging up. I got to get out this season. I got to get going on that. But yeah, that's my prized possession right there, my drum set. And I got to get out here and play on it more. I have a couple guitars too. I have golf clubs and stuff. But I'll pause this, get back into my room, and I'll finish the contest. All right, guys. Sorry, right back. Just got to put this on the stand real quick. Free up my hands. Okay, and then the last question was, let's see here. Besides collecting comic stuff, what do you do other than comic books? Oh, okay. So, yeah, okay. So it's kind of like what I just answered on that one. So, you know, besides collecting stuff, what do you do other than collect comic books? Well, I like to draw, so I draw a lot of times. I used to collect art pieces all the time, and I had to kind of cut back on that because I don't have so much wall space. You know, I collect pops. Geez, I play sports. I used to play sports all the time, like football, baseball, basketball. But nowadays, I'm mainly, you know, just playing music when I can, playing with my kids when I can, when the weather's nice outside. Drawing, I love to draw. I've been doing that like crazy. In fact, I just started the sketch for another YouTuber out there, which I named in there, Davis Comic Vines. I started drawing his Craven picture. But yeah, mainly it's, you know, just being a dad. That's my full-time job besides my job that I work to bring home the bacon and the cabbage to pay for this house and everything else. Okay, tell him who you... Oh, who I really like as a superhero. I think that was one of them. I'm wrong. The one I really like as a superhero is, of course, I mean, my favorite character of all time has been Daredevil. In the Marvel Universe, it's been Daredevil, Wolverine. But yeah, he said only tell you one, so I'll go with Daredevil. Sorry, this video is long. But to everybody out there that subscribed to me, like I said in the beginning, if you heard of POPcom, or you know you are already subbed to him and you haven't had a chance to shoot a vid for his contest, it does end January 2nd of 2017, so you have plenty of time. You know, I would like to see him get over, go even beyond and beyond 100, because I think this guy is going to be just hitting the vids hard, and he's going to be showing some amazing stuff, some amazing books, because his collection is just growing now. And you know, he's got a good I'm trying to think of the right word, but he's got a good personality, you know. And you do POPcom, you have a good personality, you know. And what I've seen in your videos, you're always uplifting, you're always, you know, good energy. Like I said, I always feed off of good energy. I do feed off of negative energy too, which I try to stay away from negative energy, but your channel so far for me has been positive, and I love that. Keep that going, bro. Your videos are good, your editing's good, you know, and your taste in books, I like, man, because I think me and you have a lot more in common than I think what we'll both realize that we do. And I just think you're a cool guy, man, and I just wanted to show you support for your channel and to congratulate you again on your little baby boy named Noah. That's awesome, bro. But thank you again for putting this on, and I hope everybody else goes to your channel and checks it out. And you know, if they at least don't shoot a video for your contest, I hope that they at least sub your channel and check out your channel and leave you some cool comments, because brother, you're an amazing man. And thank you so much again for putting this on. This is Tat Comics saying rock on, and go check out POPcom.